United and the Eagles Club. Yeah, I will enjoy it. You come in later.
Chadley Childs from the start today. Very interesting decision. I've seen Chad. He's over on the bench, and they've opted to start with the man Zanya O'Donoghue instead of him. Interesting call in a semi-final at that. Don't have the official team sheet for what I'm seeing. It is going to be a back line of Plunkett at right back. It's going to be Mata in the center with Naomi Crooks, and Zanya O'Donoghue is going to start at left back. That's going to be Kiroy Reid in the midfield with Jermaine Ricketts and Cuffy. Then Torres starts off one flank. Sylvanus James is on the other. And Dondre Charles will be floating as well in the center. That's the man I was missing, was Dondre Charles. So it's going to be the regular midfield four that we've seen them employ throughout the President's Cup. The only question is, one, which of the midfielders plays the furthest forward? And two, will they find consistent goals without Jonathan Gishard? As I say, a very pleasant good evening to the man Remy.
Yes, indeed, Doc. Welcome. Happy to be here. It's a semi-final, Eagle Claw. That's record-breaking for them, and they're making the first semi-final, I want to believe. And yeah, indeed, it should be a very good game tonight between the Ducks and the Eagle Claw. That's for sure. Nice, beautiful evening to be out.
What I will say is it's very unfortunate for the Eagle Claw that this game is being played on a Wednesday. Because, as you know, a bit of their contingent instead of St. Martin, and midweek games are very difficult for them. So they're without the likes of Phillian Robinson today. Robinson, of course, a very key facet of this Eagle Claw side. And that's going to be a problem. That's immediately going to be a problem. And I think Wedgman he's going to recognize it as well. I'm not sure it is playing at left back right now for the Claw, but there is a severe lack of pace on that side.
You mean number 20?
Yes. Okay. Severe lack of pace over there. And as you can see immediately, Sylvanus has, you won't be able to see it on camera, it's forward toward Naldo, and Naldo is trying to get there. You won't see it on camera, you missed out to see it now. Sylvanus has immediately attached himself to this right side. He wants that matchup.
Well, I've seen Tuckett played before in that similar role. He's effective, a little slow, but he is effective when he has that ball.
Exactly.
So I believe he'll survive with that. That normally is a martial position.
Indeed. What you're noticing as well from the Claw to counteract it is that Chadwick Samuel is playing a lot deeper than he usually would because his pace is going to be key. Here's Sylvanus trying to get in behind. Finds the overlapping run of Cuffy, and Cuffy tries to put onto the back post. Well out of reach of Jose Torres. It's out for a goal kick. It's good to see Torres getting a start today. You'd have thought in recent times he may have been the odd man out for the Ducks United with all the star power they have. He may have been that man to miss out in the front line when you have the likes of Sylvanus James and Jonathan Gisha at top form. But it's good to see that Torres, he's had a very good President's Cup so far.
Yes, he has showcased himself in this President Cup, even scoring a hat-trick, 4 goals in one of the games. So he indeed, in spite of all the power they have front, he still, represent himself there.
Looking back to the old Jose Torres, the Torres that we saw when he first came to Anguilla. Charles O'Donoghue. Coffee. Seems like in the early goings, he's been the furthest forward of the midfield. It looks to be, yes, you can see that Ricketts is playing as he's playing as a more advanced midfielder, and Coffey's playing as a sort of a second striker. Torres puts one across, and he's looking toward the back post. Plunkett puts it back in. And eventually, it can be headed clear, only as far as Sylvanus James. Reed hits it. Well over.
Yeah, we have to look out for Reed because Reed can be very effective from the midfield point. Similar to Dino, eh?
Very
Kick
much.
with 2 feet and he can be dangerous.
We've not seen the best of Kiroy Reed since his switch from the attackers to the Ducks United. He's been more of a bits and pieces player rather than a key contributor like he was with the attackers. I'm wondering if we can start seeing that old Kiroy Reed.
But he did create some crucial penalties for Ducks and putting them in the driving seat. Remember in the past?
Indeed, he has. He has. I also remember him missing a crucial penalty as well last season for them. So,
give and take.
Indeed, it's not quite been his best run of form as of late. Yes, Charles. It's Dondre Charles. Of course, I believe would have gotten a recent call up to the St. Vincent and the Grenadines national side.
Who's that?
The man Dondre Charles.
Well, that's nice to know. That's good news.
He wins his header again, does Dondre Charles. Mata. Plunkett. Reed. Looks to the ball. I think he may have used the wrong foot there. Needed the ball to bend the other way. Sylvanus James. He's not wearing his usual boots today. He usually has some very bright orange or pink boots. These boots are blue.
Saving it for the advance.
It might just be. Torres puts it across. Yatta doesn't deal with it. And Sylvanus, who was lurking, almost put it on target. Just slipped at the crucial moment. You can see some early warning shots as Williams just boots it away. Mata. Charles. Reed. I like this from the Eagle Claw. It's been a very disciplined defensive shape.
They're holding early.
Oh, here's Torres. He's just off.
They're holding very early and keeping their shape.
They're keeping a nice, solid defensive shape.
That's it.
You don't often associate that with the Eagle Claw. But they're keeping the line far back. They're not engaging in the press.
They are saying, you're not going to come in so easily.
Indeed.
We're going to make it hard for you.
Break down the low block.
I must say the Eagle Claw has come a long way, and I'm very much pleased to see how advanced they have become, as a team. They really keep up to the task.
Indeed, and
they are playing the better games these days in terms of from way back to now.
Indeed, they've gone from a team that, if you remember, you cast your mind back, was it 2 years ago now? These two sides met and the score ended up being, was it 22-0? Or something like that.
I have good memory of that. I was
Now
part of the goalkeeper.
Indeed.
With no defense at all.
And now they're meeting in a semi-final.
Can you believe that?
The journey of the Eagle Claw has been something to behold. It's been a rapid rise. Yes, Charles, this has been all Ducks United in terms of possession. Mata. Coffee. Charles. Looking for Jose Torres. And it's
Too hard.
It was over here. Too well spotted. Out for a goal kick.
Whilst eyes will be on Jose Torres, I think they should feed Silva a little more for now. And then they can switch on to Jose Torres by catching them by surprise. Because if you keep feeding him, they're going to keep watching him. So that's one of the tactics I think Ducks will have to implement. Use Silva for now, let him make the right runs.
Oh no.
And then surprise them with Jose Torres.
But what I'm seeing
What was that?
was a bad kick from Prezi. But I want you to look at it. From what I've seen the early going, it's been very good from Coach Griffith. He's had Sylvanas double teamed almost every look. They're playing with a back five.
And the guy is still there.
And there's a guy marking him,
And
a guy covering him.
One of the good players.
Indeed, Barber just steps into the midfield now, out of that back line, looking to win possession. Two former teammates there tussling. Indirect free kick.
It's going to be an interesting game. It's not going to be an easy walkover for either team. Because the semi-final, I'm sure everybody is ready and keen to that. So it takes some quality play to create any win tonight.
Once the club maintain this defensive shape.
But again, for how long?
Exactly. How long can they maintain the defensive shape?
What do you think? Bino going for the goal? Testing out the goalkeeper?
We'll see. Retouches it. Bino floats it. And the Coffee can't keep it in. It's a goal kick.
I think he should go for the goal. He should have tested the goalkeeper.
But he might have hit it. Did have the right idea with Reed. Just give me a little touch first.
You don't really need a little touch first. To me, that's distracting. He's not used to that.
I think given the fact that it was an indirect free kick, he wanted
a touch.
Yeah, somebody has to touch it before. Okay. Yeah. This one launched straight back to Ducks United possession. Sylvanas James. Plunkett. Sylvanas gives it away. Here's Chadwick Samuel. Chadwick on the charge.
Careful.
Sylvanas back playing defense. You don't often say that. And Stewie, the former Ducks man, completely gets his cross wrong.
I think number 20, what he did here, he thought Sylvanas would just stretch and pass to him, but Sylvanas intercepted, lost it. Again, they need to be a correspondent. They are not used to,
This is where they could be dangerous.
You're right.
This is where the danger could come.
That's true.
If the claws start to get expansive. I can tell you from experience, you can hold out Ducks, you can play good defensively. The second you get expansive, they will kill you.
That's right.
It happened to Spartans, it happened to Uprising. Back-to-back games.
That's right.
Spartans got expansive, they got 9. Uprising got expansive, they got 8. Don't get expansive. Sit in that back shape. You have to sit in the defensive shape.
Now they need to look.
Here's Coffee. That's an excellent reverse pass, and Torres has drifted offside.
That's the second time they catch him outside. Now that's why I say you need to put Silva in the play a little bit. In the midfield and Silva. Bino have to surprise them in the middle. So these are some of the tactics they use. But Eagle Claw is holding their core very well.
Even though there may be a pace advantage on this side for Sylvanas, they may be better served.
If they use him for now.
Indeed. Just get him some touches. Get him involved.
Torres is always like a surprise player. You don't expect too much from him at the time, and he give you all.
Torres is best when you don't. That's exactly the way. But you don't know what's coming.
What's coming? You ignore him, and then when you get it, he'll make you look like nothing.
When he's not your primary goal threat,
That's right.
that's when he's dangerous. Here's Ricketts.
Good changeover.
Lovely switch of the play. He's going to find Plunkett on the charge. Plunkett. That's the 1-2. Gets the 1-2. Plunkett. That's a quite fine Sylvanas.
They're looking for Silver.
Reed. Retains possession. Finds Dondre Charles. Ricketts
Shot.
on the turn. Has a hit. But the connection wrong. And I think he's reconsidering taking that shot because Coffey had made an excellent run. He would have been in behind.
Yeah, in the 13th minute, I'm sure both teams are getting their rhythm. They're getting, all excited about the game in terms of killing the nerves, and we'll see what happens from there.
The long kick there by Williams. Mata. I like this from the Ducks United. I'll tell you what I like about it. I like the way they build in a 2-3. A lot of teams today tactically they have two styles of building from the back. You either build with a 2-3 or a 3-2 over the top.
Good.
And Jose Torres here, and he puts it wide.
I'm surprised.
He usually buries those, you know.
Oh yeah, I see goal all over there.
Mata can't believe it.
He uses his left foot. That's where he kind of deceived himself. Yes, it was on his left foot, but he was a little too. He wasn't angled too much towards the goal.
Indeed.
He put too much curl on it, looking for the corner.
Indeed.
Whereas if it was his right foot, I believe he would have got it in. If he would place it on the right foot, control place, boom, 2 touches, but he go 1 time. But the intention was clear. Good play though, good build up by the Ducks.
Why I think Ducks may have made the change from Chadley at the center of the defense is because, as I was mentioning, that the shape they're playing with the back now, the 2-3 they're building up with, it now allows, it frees now both Mata and Crooks to be primary playmakers from the back. While when they were playing with Crooks as well as Charles and Mata, you saw at times they were building in a 3-2, which one, it dragged Bino deeper, which you don't want. You want Bino a lot closer to the play, and it kept dragging Bino deeper because there was a pocket there for him.
That's right.
So now when they're playing, as a man goes down there, that's too soft, says the referee. In building with the 2-3, now both Crooks and Mata have the freedom to play those passes through the lines around Dondre Charles, who's the lone pivot in the center. I really like this tactical adjustment that has been made by Coach Ben. It's now freeing, really, as we say, he's freed up the man Mata. Mata has a lot less responsibility.
Not too much work.
He can now play the passes through the lines, which is what he's good at. Charles. Now, Charles again.
Been lucky.
Very lucky.
Again, Ducks is doing the best they can between their midfield and trying to get to the attacking forwards. But for some reason, that defensive wall of the Eagle Claw is working for them so far.
It's working it's very difficult to break down a low block.
That's right.
That's why every team does it. So that's why you can see Ducks, they've made a tactical change now. They've gone to the 3-2.
Yeah.
You can see they've kept Zonyo O'Donoghue a bit further back, playing the position that we saw Naomi Crooks occupying earlier in the season. Here's Naldo. It's 1v2. Naldo wants some support. He finds the support in Stuart Murray. Murray trying to drive against his former team. Murray does well to get out to the outside. No one inside to aim at, so Murray has a hit at goal. Deflecting and bouncing, doesn't beat the big man, Dondre Charles. And that's a foul and a free kick. Taken quickly. Plunkett's very advanced. Sylvanas wants the 1-2, excellently read.
The ball away too easy.
Brilliantly read. And he's giving it right back. Reed, Ricketts. Sylvanas on the charge. This is where he's dangerous. Sylvanas puts it across. Jose Torres! There's the deadlock broken. Simple as that. Get Sylvanas on the ball. He'll make you pay. Torres, the archer, makes it 1.
You see the surprise?
Exactly what you were talking about.
You bring Sylvanas in the play, and then Jose Torres surprised him. The cross came in. But what the goalkeeper did not do, he knew that Silva cannot score from that end like that so far. He should have come out of his goal and cover that one. He put too much work on his defense. That ball beat the defense. Torres right there, clean up shot. Great game by Dogs.
That's it. For all the tactical adjustments they were making in between, the little changes from the 3-2.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
It works.
Give the ball to Sylvanas.
That's it. And leave Jose, let them forget Jose a little bit. But he's there. Surprise him.
Again, I want to break that goal down for you tactically, because as I was just mentioning before the goal broke, everything in football comes down to a breakdown in play. There's always a breakdown that leads to something.
Now, that ball Silva had there, that defender had to rush him a little more.
Indeed.
Don't give him space to even cross.
But I'll tell you,
you have to get at him.
I'll tell you why he couldn't. You remember just before the first interception was made, I said Plunkett is looking a lot more advanced. Plunkett had taken up the inside channel. So Plunkett was occupying one of the fullbacks. With Plunkett taking up an inside channel, a higher position, left Sylvanas freer. Because all of a sudden, those extra eyes, they're looking, okay, where's number 20? As well as where's number 10? So now again, number 10 has more freedom. Launch forward. Mata in the way. Look again, Plunkett is the much higher fullback. O'Donoghue is more sitting in more of a halfway kind of role. Not all the way forward, not all the way back.
Yeah, because you have to maintain his left back defense line. He can't get carried away. Because if you get carried away, it's problems for them. So he have to maintain that. Whereas Plunkett will come and assist.
Right.
The complete job is a tough one. To go down and come up, always ensure that you're between midfield and defense to assist. So it's going to be tough. But I'm sure Ducks have a healthy bench. I'm sure they will be making some changes later to advance.
Reed completely overhits that first row.
Reed wasn't looking at Sylvanas. He just assumed Sylvanas is there. But good to see Reed back in the game. You know, he had some injuries and so, he missed a game or two. But it's good to see him back.
Indeed it is. Plunkett just rolls that one away from Chadwick Samuel. Shifted across. O'Donoghue. Torres. Coffee trying to get in behind. That was well read defensively. Stewie. And for the chip, read by Naomi Crooks.
Stewie had to pass that ball looking for Chad.
Indeed, the switch had to come to the other side.
Doug's defense is too healthy on the left.
Here they are. Here they are.
He's too healthy on the left side for him to be passing a ball like that in the air.
Indeed.
He had to go for Chad on the left side, which is the only Marta that would have to adjust.
Well, Claw have their reinforcements.
They also have a healthy bench, I'm sure. We're looking at an interesting game.
Stewie. Can he peel this through here for Ronaldo? Naldo's in behind. Naldo here. Naldo. Excellent save. And Chadwick absolutely wastes that one.
Well, Chadwick had all the time in the world to measure a good shot direct out of the goal. There's no way the defender for Ducks could have stopped that ball that was coming. If Chadwick had to shoot at that goal. Darius in no man's land. Again, a goal scoring opportunity will go down for the Eagle Claws.
Definitely an opportunity. Naldo was in behind. If there's anybody in the Claw you want in behind with a chance to score it, it's Naldo. Excellent save by Darius Lanton using his left boot.
Who are these players?
Let's just say there's their club players and their reinforcements. You see 3 players walking across, 3 changes will be made not too long from now.
Well. I think we have some national players out there.
Ricketts, dribbling himself into trouble, touching his way out of it. Coffee. So now that Coffee is dropped deep, you're seeing Reed has pushed further forward. Plunkett is pretty much playing right wing. O'Donoghue, Torres over dribbling. Chance for a counter. Clark waiting a few bodies forward. Initial pass was cut out.
Wow. I tell you. Big game on our hands. It's the semi-final right here at the Raymond Igishat Stadium in the Valley. Come out and enjoy. It's football at its very best. President Cup.
Here's Coffee. Sylvanus, excellent ball around the corner. He will find Plunkett charging. Plunkett has a diagonal run, and Sylvanus takes it too long. Touch was too heavy. You saw the pattern building there. You know, Sylvanus was trying to get to the byline because Coffee was darting back inside.
Why is Sylvanus giving these heavy touches? He could have done it one time. He could have hooked that ball back.
Remember I told you 3 changes were coming?
I know
3 players immediately going to warm up.
These are visiting players. Just get off the
I believe one of them is it Benjamin? Yeah. It might be Adel Benjamin. I'm not sure.
Visiting players.
Jose Torres. They don't have our tablet.
They also have a game on their hand. They should bury 1 or 2 goals as fast as they can.
Torres. Looking for a shot here, you know.
All that power, no placement, no direction. Is that Kiroy?
It's definitely keeper.
You have to find that ball on target when you're hitting shots like that on the 18-yard box. You have to make it come somehow. Let the keeper work for it. The game is going to get more tight once those 3 players come in.
Mata. Charles, I must say, I am impressed by the Eagle Claw right now.
Oh yeah, Eagle Claw, they're full course.
I am watching. I'll tell you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a disciplined back 5 with Baba Johnson playing center back.
A position you don't really like.
Baba is the last man. Sylvanus James off the crossbar.
Would have been an outside.
That would have been absolutely incredible.
The flag went up before he kicked that ball. Before it hit the bar, the flag went up. It went down after it hit the bar. So that would have been an outside.
You saw the flag.
Yeah, the flag went up.
That would have been.
Yeah.
Well, certainly was.
The AR is seeing something we're not seeing.
It certainly was an acrobatic attempt. The medic has come onto the field.
Who is the medic? Cecil?
Yeah, so the medic / head coach. He's come on and he's going to have to walk right back off. Just some exercise.
He walked from his side. Let's do a check. In the 26 minutes of play, Ducks has opened their account with 1 goal up, Eagles Claw 0. But it is the semi-final here at the Raymond Igishat Stadium in the Valley, and we have a nice crowd at hand, and both teams are looking for a win tonight. Whoever wins this game will advance to the finals of the President Cup, which is on Saturday the 14th, the Big Bash, where we'll have bingo and lots of activities. So come on out, buy your tickets. It's bingo, $10,000 up for grabs, $10,000 in gifts. So come on out on Saturday, bingo, after the President final. So we're looking at some subs now, as you indicate.
Indeed. First change is coming now.
I had a feeling that is 27. What's his name? Johnson. Is it Johnson?
We don't have our team.
Okay,
I'm
but
going to look.
the first sub is number 27. Looks like they're strengthening their defense.
I'm going to look. I'm going to try and find it.
Is this Yatta that came out? Look like Yatta to me. No, not Yatta. That must look like Fireman. I'm not sure.
We'll get them for you. We'll get them.
But the first sub
Well,
went on the defense.
yes, because Barber has come from centre back now, going to the left wing. Shifted out wide here, looking up for Plunkett. Plunkett, Kiroy Reed in behind, and Reed puts it over.
Somehow Reed is very heavy on his feet. Somehow. It's a little too heavy.
Well, he's wearing Griffith's number 27 there. But
Look like Fireman. I'm not sure.
Yatta has gone to left back
Yeah, he's suffering
because
some hamstring.
Rohan Taylor is one of the players he's coming. He's coming at centre back, Rohan Taylor.
Okay.
He's partnering Khalifa Francis. So it's Duke, he's in the midfield with Stewie. Yatta's at left back. It looks to be the man. Is it still Chinese man over at right back? I'm not sure. It also appears is that Filian Robinson was coming as well. I need to see his jersey number. I'm just going based on his appearance. I know he's a very large man, Robinson. Murray, hand fighting, gives away a free kick. So Taylor is one of the changes made. The other is
Chances here.
lovely footwork, but it was a pot shot really by Coffey. Couldn't quite get the contact he needed. More a pot shot than anything else. And now it's Dondre Charles showing a turn of pace. Has Barber for company and back to Plunkett.
Cross it.
Plunkett. James up for a corner.
Yeah. It's a very interesting game. It's getting a little more. Both teams are well warm up now. You can see that when the 29th minute.
And it's going to be Romain Kabi, last man to be replaced.
So what are they taking out?
Chinese man is the last man out.
Okay.
And is that I'm trying to see which one that
There's another player. Oh, okay. So they made two quick subs.
they made three changes.
Quick subs. Okay.
They used 2 intervals, which
So that would be the full strength of the clause.
indeed I suspect
At
that
present.
maybe Joe Tazi who may have come in as the ball comes across, not dealt with, still bouncing around, rolling in the area, eventually cleared. Plunkett drives it, knocked away off the shoulder. Plunkett again. Crooks is wearing a 24, so I think it's 24. 24 or 34, I can't quite place it. Here's Coffey. Torres on the outside. Nodded clear for another corner by Khalifa Francis. Still 1-0 here. Half hour into this encounter.
When the next semi going to play? When is the next semi?
It's right after this one at 8 o'clock.
I'm surprised I haven't seen none of all the teams around. That'll be the Lions.
So the Lions versus the Attackers. A very big game that's going to be.
Goodness. Big game on a Wednesday night in Angola.
Huge games on a Wednesday night.
Double header. All leading up to the finals on Saturday. And the big bingo.
So the third choice, it is Adel Benjamin, who is the third one who has come in. It looks like he's going to the midfield as well. Using all the resources available to us at the moment. So Benjamin, as well as Rohan Taylor. They have 2 of the changes, still
You see
missing
what
the
happened
last one. Indeed.
The Lions man didn't see that.
Don't think he did.
Yeah.
The Duke, there as well. Taylor, Benjamin, Ricketts, Donahue. Well
That's need to
read,
play a little faster.
excellently read by Naldo.
They're playing very slow.
was trying to send Stewie streaking through there. He had a bit more height on the pass. Benjamin. Ricketts does well. Ricketts does excellently well. He's turned past 5, you know. This is where the trouble is. This is where the trouble lies now. Because they've gotten expansive. So now there's 5 Eagle Claw players caught in the wrong spot. Oh, and he almost penetrated as well.
What was Coffee thinking? What he did here? He went for a run through?
He was trying to find Sylvanus on the run through.
You should go to Punkit on the right.
Barber. Matter does well. Plunkett. Captain Matter. As you can see, when I was talking about, they've gone to that 3-2. We also have a 3-1 now. Trying to take advantage of a bit of ill discipline from Claw. Duke under pressure, Duke giving it away. Kiroy Reed on the charge. Reed has Sylvanus. Excellent challenge by Rohan Taylor. And it had to be.
They're full of experience, yeah.
Very experienced player, Rohan Taylor. Sylvanus? Oh no. Got that one wrong.
I mean, they got to get it right, you know, because any mistake here, Eagle Claw capitalize. Dogs have to get it right. Eagle Claw so far is holding well.
Now, Rami, I have to ask you, because you were around for the inception of Ducks United.
That's
and
correct.
you are also a part of the inception of the Eagle Claw.
That's correct also.
These are 2 teams that you hold very near and dear to your heart.
That's right. I have been one of the founders of Ducks United and also Eagle Claw.
That's a lovely ball by Reed. Sylvanus, excellent. Jose Torres, how did he miss that? How on earth did Jose Torres miss? It was absolutely perfect up until that moment.
Yeah, no, it was a simple goal.
All he had to do was just tap the ball in. He didn't have to go for power or anything. I don't know why he looked for so much power. He was right there. The goalkeeper could never have stopped it. All he had to do was tap it in. So I don't know where Jose Torres coming with that idea of big kick in front of the goal.
They had the goal.
You're 3 feet away from the line of the goal, and you're going with all that strength. Come on, Jose Torres. The experience you got, you can do better than that. Trust me.
Ricketts. Matter.
This game is not about power.
Give away there by Ricketts. Samuel. Chadwick Samuel on the charge. Trying to drive past the Matter. Couldn't feed Barber. Now there's 4 players for the Eagle Claw out of position. They've already bypassed the midfield line. Wendell Cuffey. Jose Torres. Putting it across. It's behind Sylvanus James, however. Ricketts gets it. He lays this one off toward Cuffey. Shifted out wide for Plunkett. Plunkett drives it! It hits the woodwork again!
Hit the bar.
Plunkett absolutely leathered that one. But again, the woodwork comes to the rescue. Barber. Bad pass.
And that's one of the good things that they are Punkit there for. He can also shoot at the goal. The difference between he and Marshall hold that position. Marshall would not have taken a shot like that.
Indeed, Marshall could not take a shot like that.
Good. So you see the difference. So it's a good move to have him there, even though he's a little slow, but he have good ball control and he can shoot. Indeed. And that was a clear example, hitting the bar.
I remember Plunkett's debut for the Attackers. I think it ended up being against the Ducks United, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure,
here's Ricketts. Ricketts drives it, gets it.
Corner
not
kick.
quite
Corner
right,
kick. Corner
and
kick.
that's a corner.
Corner,
Careless, really, by Prezi.
Is that the nerves?
Might just be.
I must say the quality of football in Angola has stepped up. All the teams has played well in the President Cup. You have to look at the new team on the block. The EastEnders did very well. You know, one of their best games, joined against Lions. So all the teams has improved.
What I noticed about this President's Cup is that it was very, very competitive.
Oh yeah.
Zone 1 was, even though that one seemed to be the most, clear cut. That's a good tip there by Prezi. That one seemed to be the most clear cut. Sylvanas. Nothing doing there. We saw the likes of Uprising and Spartans giving the attackers a very good fight in both of the games. Of course, Tamarcus, he's really been a star for the attackers. We'll see him later. He has absolutely lit up.
Tamarcus is the man.
This President's Cup.
He is the man.
There's only one player who's outscored him. It's Christian Williams.
Okay. Yes, Christian Williams.
It's a lovely ball. Excellent defending as well. And the keeper falls on it.
Who was that defender? Wow, that was good.
That was brilliant defending. It's the one player that I've not gotten his name. I'm suspecting it may be Robinson or Harvey. I'm not sure. I know for sure it's one of their overseas cohort. That's a tricky ball there. Stewie.
Stewie should have pushed that ball one time.
Chadwick needs to get running. Chadwick is taking too long to get going. He's not faster than that, Benjamin.
Confidence is building for Eagle Claw.
Indeed it is.
Check this out.
In confidence, here comes the problem. You get expensive. This team gets hungry. Reed. Coffee.
Shot.
Ricketts.
What is wrong with power rather than placement on target? I don't understand it.
Well,
are they practicing something?
Not sure.
We're in the 39th minute, and Ducks yet to score their second goal with 2 attempts to score their second goal. And Eagle Claw is just flying high and looking for the errors to see how they can capitalize.
What I'm going to tell you, from what I've seen this President's Cup, EastEnders are going to be a hell of a team to play against. They are going to be a headache to play against. 4 games, 4 draws. Here comes Baba.
Trouble.
Baba puts it across, and no! Excellent save again. And again, it had to be for Darius Lantana.
Who went down?
Against Jermaine Charles.
The captain went down? Who went down?
And
Mata?
no, it's not Mata who's down.
Yeah, man, Mata.
Mata standing there. I'm seeing Mata standing over him.
Who's the person who went down? Is it someone for Ducks? Looks so. But who's that person? I can't remember.
Is it Zanya or Donahue? I think it's Zanya O'Donoghue. He's the only player I'm not seeing standing.
Donahue.
Yes, he's the only one I'm
but
not seeing
who made
standing.
that save? Both he and Darius? Or?
Yes, it was him and Darius going. They both went in flying and rolling, and limbs, arms, everything was there.
So you see where it all started? As I said, Eagle Claw is just flying high waiting for the errors. Bino had that ball, and he was casually trying to flip that ball over the player head, and the player intercepted and create that entire play that could have resulted in a goal. Again, casually trying to hit that ball away.
Is that Ramos?
Well, one of the players is coming in. I'm not sure. Could be Ramos.
Is that Ramos?
Could be.
It appears to be Ramos.
Could be Ramos, yeah. Because he's not tall, he's not short, he's just right. I almost say Marshall, but Marshall is tall.
Nah, Marshall's tall. It's not Marshall.
So Eagle Claw, that would go down as an opportunity for Eagle Claw.
Definitely, it was a chance. Chance that they should have taken advantage of.
Again, casual playing
Giveaway.
will cause problems for Ducks.
I'm a bit it was O'Donoghue was the man down, but I'm a bit confused. Ducks are not taking advantage the way you expect them to. That's what you expect. Sylvanus James almost getting in behind there. You've not seen any of that yet.
Clear down.
Another man down at this time. for the Eagle Claw. And I'm suspecting it. Is it the captain? It is. It is Stuart Murray, former Docks United man.
Is that, oh, okay, I almost say Duke. I seen somebody looking like Duke, but it's okay. But yes, indeed, it's the semi-finals, and we expect it to be exciting. No teams want to lose, and I must say that the Eagle Claw capitalized on the Ducks era, and they almost scored a goal.
And you hear Millie say all the time, Ducks are a second half team. You'll see if they turn it up in the second half.
They have showcased that they are first half too, when they had Lions 2 goals in the last year's finals. 2 goals first half.
Indeed.
And they come back in the second half, and there was never a second half team. So I don't understand.
We also saw it, we also saw it against attackers in the President's Cup.
Yeah, the same thing.
They were 2-0 up, and
yeah.
Tamako scored 2 in the second half.
Yes, because one of the problems with dogs, and I'm sure they have worked on it, they have to be they have to be conscious of their ways, their respect to themselves and the game. They get too emotional.
Here's my thing with Ducks.
And when you get emotional, red card and yellow card will fly.
Indeed.
Especially when you get emotional against the referee.
Remember in that game, Jonathan Gishard did get a red. Ball played across. Has to put it back. Pulls it back toward Adil Benjamin, who just couldn't quite get there.
No pressure on the defense for Ducks.
Here's the Duke.
Yeah, that's Duke in truth.
It is Duke.
Yeah.
Duke levels this one.
That's Duke in truth, yeah. I saw Duke on the field.
It is the Duke.
He came from attackers to Eagle Claw.
He's a former attacker, Duke. He's been around the block.
He's getting more play in this block now.
Great.
I think one of the problems with some of the players, they wasn't getting much play. Just sit on the bench. And nobody wants to sit on the bench for the entire game.
Here's Sylvanus offside. Duke, of course, a valuable servant for many years.
But he's
a
player that put in a lot of energy in the game. And if you give him a chance, he'll shoot on the goal.
Oh, of course.
He played a midfield role, full of energy.
Remember back in the days for Enforcers when they had Duke and Mason in the midfield together, the power in their boots.
I haven't seen Mason in the President's Cup. I don't know what's wrong.
I think he's injured.
It'd have to be because Mason played a great role in the President's Cup last season.
I do believe Mason is hurt for the attackers. That's why I believe they went in and signed Ken Sam.
And Ken Sam is doing a great job.
Ken Sam has done an excellent job for them.
A former Ducks player. Can you believe that?
Indeed. You see it all the time, the former centre-backs to the Ducks, they start becoming big part pieces, then they go to the attackers and become starters again.
Punky?
Yes, Coffee.
Coffee, okay.
Bring this one across and...
Coffee is a little casual tonight.
Indeed.
Can't get the pass in.
Not quite at his best. Duke. Looking for Yatta. Yatta.
Out.
There's also a former enforcer. That ball stayed in. Well done. Duke. Launching. A lot of spin on it. He's good at that, A lot of backspin on his passes over the top. Excellent ball through the lines. Wendell Coffey. Torres. Ricketts. Mata. Coffey. Foul free kick. The touch invited the challenge, but the challenge came in illegally. Charles. Under some duress by Adil Benjamin. Finds Plunkett. Lovely turn by Sylvanus James. He finds Wendell Coffey. Again, the touch betrays him. Ricketts goes down, wins a free kick in a pretty advantageous position.
In his house.
Right in his wheelhouse. Again, Wendell Coffey's touch. Because that was certainly 2-0 had he gotten the ball down and got it back to Sylvanus James.
Either way, he or Sylvanus would have been 2-0. Very good build-up play there.
Excellent build-up play.
Good passing and everything. Good composure.
The turn from Sylvanus there as well.
They play like some kind of champions.
Never win the President Cup yet.
It's the one that they've missed. It's the one that evaded them.
When I see Sylvanas over the ball, I get frightened.
James hits it! Excellent save by Williams. And it had to be. That was dipping down toward the bottom corner.
Yeah, I need more power on it. Yeah, I need some Dino power. Because normally I would just pass Williams one time. Boom, goal. I tell you, whenever I see Sylvanas kicking those shots there, I get frightened.
Can say the angle did favor the right boot over the left boot. That may have been the argument to get the right foot of Sylvanas around that one. It's going to be a corner. Excellent ball in. Ricketts! He drives it wide. That's your half. Excellent half. If you're an Eagle Claw fan, it's just the 1-0.
I must say Eagle Claw did well to keep the score down to 1 goal halftime. I'm sure they'll go back to the scoring board and see what they can do to create an attack on Ducks. Whereas Ducks, to me, had about 3 chances. And they'll have to come back in that second half and play a little different though, I must say, Duck. They have to showcase a little more talent, a little more finishing and get it right. I must say, don't take any chances.
Right there for them, a game that's very evenly balanced, a game that can kind of go either way, you know. We'll be back for some more action in the second half, but for now, we will take you back to Master Control.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raymond Igisha Technical Center. As you have seen before in the first half, it's been the Eagles Claw against the Ducks United. Ducks United scoring something in the 18th minute or so, have one goal as they open their account with one goal. We into the second half, and I must say it's going to be exciting. It's going to be very much interesting to watch. Both teams are looking to advance to the finals on Saturday. A double-header here tonight. The next game featured is Lions against the Attackers. All here going down on this Wednesday, the 11th of December. And I will hand it over to the man Doc as he'll continue.
Claw have 45 minutes to get themselves into a final. Something that they've never done in their history. An achievement that would mean the world to Cecil Griffith. It would mean everything. It would mean a return on all he's invested into this football club.
It's been 3 years for them, 3 plus.
3 years with nothing but blood, sweat, and tears. He's coach, owner, everything, player, goalkeeper, doesn't matter.
Physio.
Fizz, everything he is for that Eagle Claw side. Can his boys do him a solid, get him to a final? Here's Kiroy Reed. Ricketts. Reed gives it away.
Kiroy Reed, I don't know
Naldo
what he
was
does sometimes.
Oh, the pass was incorrect by Baba. Naldo was in acres of room. Torres. Don't find Coffee. Clifford Francis. Taylor. Launched upfield. Now Stewie. Took way too long on the ball. Not for a Ducks throw.
No subs has made for the Ducks, eh? No sign of Johnny as yet.
They've not made any changes yet. Duke immediately backing him in some orders to Stuart Murray. He knew as well as everyone else did. Bosworth came up a lot faster than it did. O'Donoghue. Charles. Round the corner, looking toward Plunkett. Now it's Barber. Duke. Barber goes down. Excellent challenge. He's trying to make some inroads there, Barber. This is the problem. It's Sylvanus. Excellent touch. Sylvanus round the man. Excellent save by Zalando Williams. I don't know how much he knew about it, but he got a boot there.
Very good save. International save here by Williams. That ball was heading towards the goal, but he made a very good attempt and stopped it. One player is down. I'm not sure who it is.
Barber.
Barber man is down. Barber will be fine. He's a tough cookie. I don't think he will need too much attention. Maybe he just get a little touch. Nothing to blow the whistle on. But yeah, that opportunity there for Silver, the keeper was right up to the park to ensure that ball don't pass. Great goalkeeping here by Williams. He is indeed a good goalkeeper. Just that, you know, in any big game or any game, no matter how good a keeper is, once you ball through that defense, something can happen.
Indeed.
You could be the best keeper in the world and you don't have defense, you're in trouble.
What I will say is, will the fact that Coach Griffith chose to use 2 sub windows to make 3 changes in the first half come back to bite him now? Because now he only has 1 opportunity to make a substitution. He still has 2 substitutions you can make.
Yeah, but can they meet up to the level?
He has to make them at the same time. because he only has one more window that he can make substitutions in. He can't stop play any other time.
That's right.
In the meantime,
Dogs haven't touched their subs as yet.
well, not yet, but a certain Jonathan Gishard is just starting to lumber up.
So it might be 2 subs with Dogs. They might just utilize 2 subs. How much people I'm seeing on the bench? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 5 subs. So they might maybe want to start with 2.
Seeing,
Come in with the 3 later.
they have the likes of Chadley Charles on the bench as well. They want to make a change defensively. Outside of that,
But you see that play Bino made, that one time towards Silva?
that's the ball.
Yeah. Bisect 3-4 players.
That's the ball that they've become so good at. They score, I think Silvano scored 4 goals between the Spartans match and the Uprising match from that one ball from Bino alone.
Bisect 3-4 players.
One ping beating about 5 men.
Yes. Right on his feet and off you go.
That one, once your line comes up, Bino has a
careful.
field day.
Be careful.
But just to remind the public that we have the bingo night on Saturday. The finals between whichever team advance to the finals tonight will start at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. And after the finals, the bingo and all the activities will follow. So please buy your tickets. Please buy your tickets. And we are looking for a big weekend here at the Raymond Igisha Stadium in the Valley. It's going to be fun. Bring the whole family. You definitely will have a great night.
Remy, do you have your bingo ticket?
I have my bingo ticket, but not in my possession. It was ordered. It's secure. I'm looking for number 71.
Johnson said he bought 2 tickets last time and he ended up getting 2 numbers. So this time he's going to buy 3 tickets so he can get 3 numbers.
One of the good things about this bingo, beside the big prize, there's so many prizes that will be given away,
Exactly.
including dinners, hotel stay, massage, and all this stuff. So it's attractive. It's a family Christmas attraction. So just being in the game, in the bingo, give you a chance.
You have a chance to win something.
You only have a chance only when you're in.
The only way you have a chance is to come and buy a ticket.
That's right. So we're looking for a packed house, full house, and that's going to be fun. VIP section, if you want to be in VIP, you sign up for it. Get your champagne, get your drinks, get whatever, snacks, whatever, all VIP you want to be in. VIP will be the only set of people that can pack inside. Can you believe that?
Also, I believe that there are special bonus bingo rounds just for VIP patrons.
Yes. They're going to get better treatment.
Extra
I don't say
chance for
better
you to
treatment.
win.
They're going to get more chances to win. And some of their prizes will be huge.
Indeed.
Well, for VIP, $100 will take care of all that. Your bingo card, food and drinks, beverage, whatever, music, meet and greet, picture taking. Ask for it all right here at the Raymond Igisha Technical Center in the Valley.
That final is going to be big. And that'll be it for a while. We're missing some football action.
But the Baba man is down longer than I thought. I'm sorry to say he's a tough cookie.
Indeed, he's
But
been
he's
down.
down longer than I thought. Maybe he's nursing an injury. They might have to take him off the field because the referee right now is looking at time. So they might have to put him off the line for further care. What do you think? I guess that's in the rule.
It depends on whether the player can be moved or not, I guess. I guess if he can't move, you can't ask him to move.
That's true too.
But
that's why they provide a stretcher for you.
Indeed. What I'm looking to is the bench for the club.
You get narrow,
They've already taken off from me and Kabi.
so if they have to make any sub noise, that'll be 2.
I know if they want to use all of them, they will make the double, or
They can't
they'll have to
make one.
settle to just using one sub. But who would they bring on in the attacking position? Because Ballas has been providing that outlet over on the left wing.
A draw tonight will go down to penalty.
I believe it's extra time and penalties,
Extra
yes.
time and penalty.
believe it is regular semi-final.
We've seen enough
rounds.
draws for this tournament.
Indeed. We saw 4 alone with the
enough.
EastEnders.
That's enough.
The EastEnders, they played 4 games, they drew all 4 of them. I want to look through their results to see how many goals they would have scored. What I'm seeing so far is that the EastEnders, they scored 2 goals in this competition, they conceded 2 goals. Balance as all things should be.
So a new team just come in. They have some experienced players.
When their youngsters start to develop,
They're going to be dangerous.
I'm telling you, they have a certain young man. His name is Caden Rogers. You may not know that name, but he's the brother of Kadeem Rogers.
Okay.
A number of y'all are going to know that name. You remember Kadeem, a former Kicks United and Lions standout for a number of years here in Angola.
Yes. A youngster.
I'm telling you, young Caden,
Yeah.
he reminds me a lot of Kadeem.
That's right.
I see a lot of Kadeem and Caden Rogers.
What we going to call him now? He advanced?
I believe he's in St. Kitts right now.
Kitts. He's still playing football?
He's playing football in St. Kitts right
good,
now.
Man. Wish him all the best, yeah.
And they're still doing his thing, Kadeem. I saw him last year when I went over to St. Kitts. Just ran into him randomly, actually.
Wow, that's good.
Happened to run into him, had a good conversation with him.
As long as he playing football, the sport he love.
Indeed.
That's a plus.
And of course, the national team still bring him in from time to time to come and represent the Angolan national side.
Nice.
The EastEnders side, when they start getting that attacking firepower, they're going to be a dangerous team to counter. They're going to be a dangerous team to deal with.
Yeah, their concept is pretty much, the grassroots with the experience and coming up, and they're looking like a team that will go real far. They will bring back the legacy of Kicks, and
And
all the fans that used to support the Kicks will look onto them, and it's all bright future for the EastEnders. By the man, Mr. Ham.
What I've really liked has been they've not
So
had
Baba
the
might
big
have
names.
to continue.
I think he will.
Yeah, he looked like they did spend some good time on him.
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
They repair him well,
I feel like it's been 10 minutes.
almost. Will that go down into overtime?
Definitely will.
So we're looking maybe at 10 minutes overtime.
Ref will definitely add it back.
But he's still on the field. That's a good sign.
Indeed, but he will have to go off to come back on.
You think the Magic Spray did a great job?
It had to. He's still
I tell you, Doc, it's good to see that the Eagle Claw, as you said earlier, 2 teams that's dear to me that I have been a part of, or still a part of, Docs, and to see that the Eagle Claw come from 21, 22 goals when they first started to see where they are now. The top team can't even score 2-3 goals on them in a semi-final. First time making semi-final, that's a plus. Especially has to be dancing in his shoes. Lose or win.
Usually when a player goes off to receive treatment, when
He didn't go off.
that's the thing, he never went off.
No, he just killed time on the...
But the medic came out to him, so we'll assume he would have to go off to come back on, but I guess not.
I guess not.
Either way, it doesn't really matter. Still Ducks United ball. Booted away.
One thing I have to tell you tonight, the Eagle Claw will look for any opportunity of mistakes Ducks will make, which we all human make mistakes, but Ducks need to capitalize on their chances. Simple as that.
Claw have had opportunities, They've had a couple. Reed needs to lay it off. Lay it off. No, he's going to go on his own. Kiroy Reed. Williams.
Luckily.
Reed. She had Torres there.
On target.
He had Torres. He
could have
Torres.
passed
He
it.
had Torres. Didn't want to find Torres. Went on his own.
One thing I noticed is he hold the ball a little too long. It scares me a little bit in terms of, anything can happen in terms of taking it from him.
Indeed. Mata will just shield this one away. Throw in.
Ducks yet to score a second goal with chances.
Eagle Claw is just waiting.
Well, it's a very simple thing that the Ducks United are missing. They've played the entire game really without a striker. They've not had anybody making the penetrative runs through the center. So we've not seen Rohan Taylor or Khalifa Francis have to really run in behind to track a runner. All of those runs have come from out wide, and Yata's very adept. You see, again, Francis is not having to run back. He gets a step forward. That's easy for them. That's very easy for them. It's Lantern Shields. That's a Eagle Claw ball. And Darius Lantern is absolutely fuming, but it is Eagle Claw ball.
Give up the ball, Darius.
Benjamin just went for it.
Just give it up.
As much as you want to complain, cry, and argue, the referee won't change his mind.
Listen to me. You see, that's the problem most teams have. The whistle blow, the referee says this, left it at that. Why are you arguing with the referee? He's not going to change his mind on you.
It's very simple.
It is what it is. You don't get a yellow card for just saying things you shouldn't say.
I don't have the exact numbers or stats, but I really wonder how many yellow cards out of the total yellow cards that are shared in this league are given for talking rather than fouls. That's offside.
And some of the players that get the yellow card and red card is like a surprise.
They see what they want to see, and then they act surprised when they get the card. Torres on the run. Instead, the ball goes across toward Sylvanus' side. Ducks throw.
No, the linesman says a throw, and the claws are given. I mean, come on, guys. You're playing the officials. You're playing the whistle.
Lions are out and getting home. Ricketts. Zanyo Donahue. Dondre Charles. Charles gets it back. Sylvanus. Down to the byline. Sylvanus puts it across. And that's what you were talking about when Torres scored the goal. You wanted Prezi coming out and doing that.
That's right.
Cut out the angle.
Yeah, that's what the keeper has to do. The keeper didn't cut off that angle.
Exactly. He didn't come out for the initial cross toward Torres in the first half, and that's how Torres scored.
Yeah, if he had cut off that angle, the game would be 0-0.
Torres does excellently read on the drive.
We're going to take on the players.
Charles. Ricketts. Benjamin does excellently. Barber. Bustled off the ball by Plunkett. Mata. Through the lines, doesn't find his intended target. Coffee. Poked up looking for Torres. Now runners, it's Stewie.
Trouble.
Naldo can't get there.
But see who he's looking for, Naldo. Naldo is very slow. And no way Naldo could have made that advance.
Not at all. Naldo wouldn't have gotten there.
Basically, had gone the wing, right wing. The player was in position already.
I just don't think he picked the right pass. I don't think Naldo was the right pass in general in that position because he had Chadwick
Two players
on
next
the
to Naldo.
far side, on the left side making a good run, and the man you mentioned on the right side was making a very good run as well.
Yeah.
Crooks. Donahue.
Get that ball up
Crooks.
before you guys make mistakes.
I see a concern. I see the concern. Here's
That's the mistake I'm
Stewie.
talking about.
Stewie. Let it off. Let it off.
That ball had to get off.
Indeed it did.
I expect Amigo to kick that ball off. Ease the pressure. But they're showcasing the passing and they're showcasing their display, and that's what happened. You create your own errors and you get punished for it. And Eagle Claw need to do that in order to get that goal they might be looking for.
Here's the change, and it's a change that needed to happen. Reed is gone. Here comes Gishard.
That was coming. I knew that was coming.
It makes the game so much simpler.
Of course.
Now the midfield three is the midfield three, and the forward line is the forward line. This could be troublesome for Lantern.
Lantern have to be careful. No, with Johnny on the field, the ball will stay up a little longer.
It does that. It allows Sylvanas to play wider, because now he doesn't have to invert. He doesn't have to try and be the primary goal scorer because Coffee was dropping deeper.
That's right.
Now he has a man running in behind so they can play like traditional wingers.
That's right.
Don't know.
It's a great sub. However you put it, it's a great sub. I mean, Kiwa do his part. He was holding the ball a little too much.
Here's Gishard. Here's Gishard. And that's what I'm talking about. All of a sudden you're seeing Francis has to run backward instead of getting to run forward and intercept the pass. Yeah. You want to make those big center backs have to run backward and make them backpedal.
That's right. So between Johnny, Silva, Coffee will advance now and then Bino right there to back it up. I think they create a great team. Something can happen anytime. In the 66th minute of play. 1 goal to the Ducks United. Check this out.
Here's Gishard. Excellently defended. Gishard again. A bundle of life he is. Look at him there, winning a no. He wins a throw.
Is who touched it first because he allowed it to roll out.
He allowed it to roll indeed. He did win this. Oh no! Oh no!
Red card.
That is not good. That? Immediately gets a yellow. That was. And he knew he was wrong because immediately he put his hands up. I'm sorry. He's just glad he got a yellow. Can't argue with that.
Dangerous play.
Nah, he just booted Torres straight in the mouth.
He could have hit Torres in his eyes. This is dangerous, brother. You don't do that. Well, not in this day and age.
I don't know if you know the young man who just walked in front of me, but his name is Kieran Herbert. And the challenge just happened. It may not mean much, but the young man's first red card of his career came in a very similar situation. A very high boot kicking a man in his face.
Yeah, look, if he had touched him in his face, he'll get a red card. That'll be above and beyond.
And I do believe the referee that gave him that red card was the man Stiffy. The man in the middle today. Ricketts. Not his best delivery. Cleared away. On the blue shirt up the field is Naldo, but he's wide. High. Bouncing. They're not reading it. No one is reading it. Silveros reads it. And I think Doctor would prefer if he didn't.
Need to keep it down. Keep it down.
Tackles have 3 players warming up while the Lions have an army and a half.
Is that okay? I haven't seen Gaza for the entire person.
No, there has been no Gaza thus far. It has been an opportunity really for the man Alron Harry, the new signing, as well as Killer. Here's Sylvanas. Sylvanas! Good save by Williams.
Williams is doing a great job.
Doing an excellent job of keeping his side in this one.
Sylvanas should have kept it down, away from him a little bit. Let him stretch instead. In the air, it's very hard to catch him like that, especially if it's not away from him. He's very good.
What I think he was trying to do.
Go over his head.
Because you remember the last time he put up cross in, it was along the ground, and Prezi went down and caught it.
Well, he was in shooting range, eh? That's why I thought he should have go low.
Indeed.
Looking to the right of Williams, looking for the far post, but low. So even though you put your hand maybe can't really stop it because of power. But if it's in the air, your 2 hands can push it out.
All right, here comes some attacks players now. See,
Gomez, Harry. They're ready. It's going to be interesting.
Where's Miguelito?
He'll be showing up anytime. He's there, I'm sure. The last game they played, I didn't see him come off with any injuries or anything.
The only player I know that's been struggling for them recently has been Shakoy Reed.
Okay.
Hoping he's back. He's a very good player. Ball whipped in to the back post, headed clear.
Punkit.
Not dealt with yet. Plunkett. Almost catches Prissy out, you know. Almost caught him out. Naldo. That's a good challenge by O'Donoghue. Ricketts. Coffee. And Wendell Coffee.
Well, I must say the Wendell Coffee is kind of off tonight in terms of shots. He's off of his range. He's like he can't find the target. I've seen the best of him before. I don't know what's wrong with him in this game, in the 71 minute of play.
No Naldo's though. After that challenge he got there.
One goal is enough for Ducks United. Are they happy with that? Eagle Claw just want to draw or win that game. A draw for Eagle Claw would be like a win.
You've sent me through the archives again. You've sent me again.
That's what you have the knowledge for,
This
brother.
you've sent me down to the archives because what I'm wanting to find is the last time the Ducks scored just the one goal in a match. Here is was Naldo again trying to send Stewie on the charge. Coffee.
Ducks losing the ball too easy.
I found it. I think I found it. Here comes Claw, the Duke. Benjamin, whip it around. Has to whip it around. Naldo was offside.
And Nalo will be outside for a long time because Nalo looked to me like he's tired.
I think it was the 10th of July of 2023 where they beat the Lions 1-0 in the Champions League. In the Champions League. I think it's just the second time they may have beaten the Roaring Lions. You are correct.
Second time. I don't know how deep you'll go for the first time, but the second time I remember that game.
Just the 1-0 that game was. Here comes Sylvanus to the back post, excellently headed away. Torres, Gishard. Benjamin again.
No ball control.
There's Miguelito. Charles. Jose Torres.
Easy chance to shoot.
And Wendell Coffee. That's
late.
well defended there by Yatta. Plunkett drives it. Deflected. Gishard takes it down. Gishard strikes. Blocked again.
2 attempts.
They're defending for all their worth right now. They're defending with absolutely everything they have. And I've just gone back into that 1-0 game, and that's
Johnny.
Johnny scored the goal. That's a game Kareem was on the field, I believe. I think Kareem have ended up on the field because he was the man who was subbed out for Oliver Walker. Here comes Coffee. Charles. Ricketts. Excellent. No, well read by Yatta. He's had an excellent game at left back, you know.
Yatta is playing.
Naldo. Stewie, Stewie. No good. You can't give it away there. Chadwick. Barber.
Trouble.
Barber. Matta's done excellently.
Trouble.
Stewie.
Mata got experience.
Oh, Matta, that's brilliant by Matta, you know. And Wendy is going to send Torres running. Brilliant defending. Torres gets it back. Gishard.
Shoot.
And Jonathan Gishard.
What is wrong with Jonathan Gishard? He can't see the goal?
Oh, goodness.
He can't see the goal to shoot? Why he take so long? He had all the time in the world.
Well, this attacker's team looks good. I'm seeing a face of not seen for a long time.
Oh my
and
goodness. Who is that?
is that the man Passion? I know for the attackers right now. I've not seen Passion since last year.
So Passion played the last game?
I didn't do the last game.
And Passion is a former Ducks defender.
As the attackers may just be Ducks Reject FC. If you look through the attackers' defense, you look at Simba, you look at Kent Sam, you look at Michael, you look at Passion, and here's Sylvanus James, and Sylvanus off the post and in.
Whoa!
That's a finish and a half. That's 2-0, and that may just be the dagger in this semi-final.
Yes, indeed. In the 76th minute of play, Ducks United stepping up their account with 2-0 to the Eagles' Claw. Goal scoring by Sylvanus, the first one scored by Jose Torres, and the second one scoring by Sylvanus. Well built up play by Bino, the entire team. And in the end, Mr. Williams is very disappointed, had no chance at all. His defenders would have let him down. That's what he must have been saying for him to himself.
Well, there was nothing much you could do with that one there.
A sub is coming.
Change coming up for...
For Claus?
Is it the Eagle Claw? I'm not seeing anyone. Who's moving?
No, a sub coming.
It's for Ducks.
Who they taking out?
Wendell Coffee is...
Yeah, Coffee is not
coming
himself
out.
tonight. Mr. Coffee, President Coffee, good night. And the man, Mr. Bryson in St. Martin, I know you're looking at the game. I hope you're enjoying it. And our colleague, Millie. Millie, how are you? Millie, how are you? I know you're watching the game also, Millie. And Doc is here with me, and I'm sure Doc will highlight and say hello one time.
Well, is that DeAndre Marshall, who's back now for the Ducks United? Marshall has come in.
Marshall in? Okay.
So
playing right back defense.
Plunkett has gone into the midfield.
Woo!
Gishard shifts past the man. Gishard, still Jonathan Gishard here. Crunched away by the keeper.
Goal. Woo!
He does well to save that one as well.
Gishard want to put in his Gishard want to register something tonight.
Gishard wants to put his name back in national team contention. Don't know if you remember, he missed out on the last squad.
Yes. I don't know if it's work or fitness, I'm not sure.
He wasn't in the last squad.
But he's been around for a while though.
Indeed. But he's looked a dangerous player. Ricketts. Excellent ball through. Gishard. Ricketts.
Good defense.
Good challenges going on all around.
Good defense.
DeAndre Marshall.
Oh, he's looking to
Marshall tries to put this one in.
He needs to get back. Good subs by the Dogs, though, I must say. Everyone they put in has advanced.
Williams launches. Stewie.
Amigo has been playing a good game too.
Torres. Free kick.
Oh, he pushed him from behind. Why did he do that? Why? Putting your team under pressure.
He had no need, as you said. Didn't need to do it.
Whenever Silva go over the ball, I'm telling you from my personal feeling, I feel kind of frightened. It's like if you're going to kick it, I don't know. I just feel those kicks too close to the goal is not for him. Somehow I don't see him as that kind of person. Yeah.
Well,
As long as Dino is around, I always feel Dino is a man.
it is going to be Ricketts. That's into the wall. And
Too
the
hard.
second effort is going to hit somebody's car, you know. Oh, no, it hit the fans behind the goal, in fact.
Insurance on that side is very good. It's higher than the insurance on that side.
It better be. It better be.
Woo!
I'll tell you.
We have not seen cricket in a while, so I don't think any windshield going to be breaking.
You hope not. Mr. Cricket over the GRWP. APL should be back next year.
I'm hearing in January. I'm hearing. It's just a little
the
gossip. I
rumor.
heard. But we'll see. So, Doc, the featured game tonight is Lions against Attackers. When last these two teams meet? In a while.
I like what you're asking. I'll get that for you. Don't
It's a
worry.
while.
I will get that right for you. Because these two sides, they would have done battle in the league last year. And
What happened in their game? Well, Lions will have edged it.
I'm looking for it. I'm trying to find it, you know.
Big kick to the goal and long time hole.
Pretty easy for that. In their first matchup of the season, Attackers beat Lions 1-0. Wow. I need to go into that game, see what happened in that one. That was it was Chevelle Cunningham's game. A lot of if you've been looking at the AFL, you'd remember how good Chevelle Cunningham was.
Yes, that's true. Check
Ball in behind.
Check this out.
He turns, goes down.
Nothing.
Nothing doing. Not a thing doing.
Too easy.
Way too easy. That was their first matchup of the season. Those two sides. Looking for Naldo now.
Found it.
That's fine, Naldo.
Nice cross.
And hooked clear. In the second matchup, Lions would have beat the Attackers 3-0.
Okay.
So they 1-1 their last two encounters.
Eagle Claw launching an attack. Ducks.
And overall, in terms of matchups, here's Gishard. Gishard cuts it back. Jonathan Gishard. His shot is blocked.
He keyed on the guy.
Ricketts. Sylvanus. Looking for Torres. Charles. Plunkett.
Shot.
Ricketts. Team.
Can't get the shot off. In the 83rd minute of play, Ducks United leading the Eagle Claw 2-0.
In their history between the two sides, at least in our recorded history, the Attackers, they've won just 6 encounters versus the Roaring Lions, while the Lions, they would have won 12. Just the one draw between these two sides. So history does favor the Lions. But then again, history favors the Lions in most matchups.
The Lions had their time, and I must tell you, they had even when they fall back on their regrouping themselves. Right now they have created a team of youngsters that really going to make them proud.
I'll tell you, Lions they are such an interesting case because they last won the league in 2022. That was the last year of the three-peat.
Yeah.
And after that, they went straight into a rebuild.
Trouble.
And here comes the Eagle Claw. Johnson! Johnson!
But
Why?
Johnson don't know where the goal is. I don't think Johnson, he forgot his glasses because that was a goal scoring opportunity if he had get it right.
Indeed it was. In the Roaring Lions
They're
rebuild.
very committed to it in their training and everything and building their team.
Indeed, but they have been able to win It's the 3 trophies they've won.
There was a time they just keep winning every year.
No, but they won 3 championships in a row, and in their rebuild, I believe they've won 3 trophies in 2 years. This is in their down period. So even when they're not at their peak, they're still a championship winning side.
That's right.
If you remember last season, the only thing they didn't win was the league.
That's true.
The only thing they didn't win was the league because they won the President's Cup.
That's true.
And they won it after.
That's true.
Probably one of the worst results, maybe in the Lions' history. A goalless draw with the Spartans, a team that I don't think had ever gotten a draw till that point versus the Lions.
That's true.
After that, I think that was their wake-up call to say, hey, we're better than this.
That's true.
And they have been better than that.
That's true. And Docs was right there, just waiting on that opportunity to advance himself and create history in Angola football. 18 years of football. Someone beating you for 18 years, you're not going to send back nothing.
If you look through it, it's a league that has not had many winners up until 2022.
That's when.
For a league that started in 1997, the league has had 4 winners.
It was between Kicks.
It was
Attackers,
Kicks, Attackers, Lions, and Spartans.
Spartans.
The only 4 clubs who had won a championship between 1997 and 2022.
Who break that seal?
The only team that broke that was the Ducks United in the last couple of years.
After 18 years.
After 18, we finally added a fifth. And please, what I want you to remember is that we're saying 4 because everybody likes to include an asterisk in 2015.
Yeah.
Remember in 2015, that was the year Sus Plunkett hit set. Oh, good save as well.
Plunkett can kick, yeah.
2015, that was the year that Salsa Ballers won the league.
Yes.
But that was also the year, I need to make sure I have my history correct. So if anyone's listening, tell me if I'm wrong. I think that was the year that both Lions and Kicks were both out of the league.
That's correct.
I think that was the year that both Lions and Kicks
Salsa
forfeited. So Salsa won the league. Ball coming in. And I'll tell you, I remember that clearly because I think that was my last year playing consistent football in the league. Okay. That was the year Spartans came 3rd.
Yes. All those times they playing real football with Ducks as their main striker and losing all the time.
Indeed, yep, back in those I remember for a long time, the only team Spartans could beat was Ducks United.
To be honest with you, I have known the word losing
goodness.
so well. I could have spelled it upside down.
When Ducks first came around, they were easy to beat. From somebody that played versus Ducks United, that was the one time. Because I'm going to take us on a bit of a history lesson now. We're getting into garbage time, a commentary.
Yes.
I'll take a bit of a history lesson. Because after, when Salsa Ballers really started to form, that's when Spartans started losing a lot of their key pieces. That's when you saw the likes of Jonathan Gishard leave, Yariel Fleming leave, even Alric Rogers. He went to Salsa Ballers. So that's when we started seeing Spartans losing a lot more games.
That's true.
And that's when my generation of Spartans was coming through. Right. You look around the league now, you're seeing the likes of Carlos Richardson and Caleb Bryan and Moni Gums, those guys. That was a generation of Spartans there.
That's correct.
And the only team we could beat was Ducks United. That was the one game I was forward to.
I was on the losing team, I tell you, for 18 years.
That was the one game we always look forward to. We knew we were going to lose every other one.
But that one for sure.
We're going to come play Ducks.
Before the game started, you could declare you win.
It was so bad, right? We could barely find 11 guys most games. When we were playing Ducks, we had 7 subs.
That's right.
We had starters. We had a bench. We wanted to play Ducks.
Oh boy, those was the days, I tell you, man.
Now look at them. champions and nobody wants to touch
tell
them.
you, can you believe that? They deserve every form of fun and opportunity right now. They deserve it, man.
They've suffered for years.
Man, that's like.
They've suffered. And they're finally starting to reap their rewards. Chadwick. Even when they weren't suffering, even when they were starting to rise, they still suffered. Because there were so many times where Ducks were just there or thereabouts and couldn't get over the hurdle. You remember, they just couldn't beat Lions.
That's true. Lions was like, it's like, oh my God, I tell you, I'll be honest with you, I played against Lions so many times and I do the best. Sometimes I used to kick from the center of the field, you know, because there's nothing more you can do.
I remember, it was so
How much
bad.
overtime we're looking at now?
Not sure. Change coming first.
7 minutes?
It has to be a few minutes for
What
sure.
do you think, 7 minutes? It have to be 7
Something
minutes.
like that.
Have to be 7 minutes or so.
Like that, yes.
Can't be 5.
You're,
Could be 10. I would say 7.
don't know if you.
Who they sub? Torres?
It's like Torres gonna be coming out.
Who coming in? Philippi?
I think it's Canel Felix coming in.
Okay. 8, how much that?
Is that 0 or is that 10?
No, that's the sub. Well, 10 minutes. I
it's
thought of it. 10 minutes.
Maybe 10,
Because
yeah.
of the time with Baba and so.
I was hoping it wasn't 0 because it was definitely
It
at
had
the
to be-
time.
Yeah, it had to be 10. So
Well, yeah.
10 minutes for Eagle Claw to level it out.
The game is definitely not over. Gishad beats a man.
You don't have a left. Doing too much.
It's a
Doing
late
too
off.
much.
Gets a free kick.
Oh, Dino Paradise.
Ricketts range.
You might get it right this time. You haven't get it right throughout the game so far, but he might get it right now. But whenever Sylvanos go on it, I get frightened. Because Sylvanos always wants it, you know. But Sylvanos don't have the power that Ricketts have. And that's the difference.
Would it not just be funny for Savannah to bury this free kick?
If he buried, he break the curse or the seal. He's been trying it.
Ricketts.
Too hard.
Effort. Ooh, that was not far away, you know. That was not far away.
You know what? If there's a next free kick like that, we'll give to Silver. Honestly speaking, we'll give to Silver. I have a feeling Silver want to do something dramatic.
So he almost scored the acrobatic effort in the first half.
Yeah.
Just a feeling he may not have quite had his say in this game yet.
Silver has some surprises for you guys, I'm sure. Darius had to come out.
Here comes Barber. Lantern does excellently, you know.
Lantang is the man.
Former national team keeper for a reason.
Well, and coach too.
Indeed.
He's carried a few things under his belt.
Indeed. Looking for Stewie there. Ricketts.
Oh, Ricky's know how to cut it back, boy.
Oh, he's done excellently.
Silver have one defender to
2v1. Francis cannot
Oh
get
my
there.
God.
Sylvanus with the goal at his mercy. A good save. But Gishard is going to make it 3. That's your game. That's your set.
That's
and
the best.
that is your match.
That's right. Heading to the finals. Ducks United. Heading into the finals. With 7 more minutes to go, Ducks can declare victory and head into the finals on Saturday.
I don't quite think Xander Williams can believe where his defensive line has gone.
But they have let him down.
They have. He's done
Take
well
nothing
today.
from him. He has done well.
He's kept his team within striking distance for sure. They were in this game for a long time, thanks to him.
Oh, yeah. He is indeed a very good keeper, you know.
Excellent shot stopper.
But a good keeper can only be a better keeper when they have good defense.
Indeed. One of the top 3 keepers in the league for sure. The other 2, I believe, in that argument are going to be doing battle.
You can't leave
Just
out
a few
Gomez.
minutes.
You can't leave out Gomez.
You
And
have
cannot
Gomez and you
leave
have
out-
Boris.
You can't leave out Boris for sure. The man Boris! Morris, you can't leave him out for sure.
They're still going to be doing battle a
Oh,
bit.
we have some great keepers all around, boy.
Oh, some excellent keepers. Look at the youngsters as well. Oh, what a reverse pass. Gisha just didn't quite read it.
He wasn't ready.
But even
But Gisha scored a goal. Wow, that was easy.
indeed, probably the easiest goal he'll score. A simple tap in. Savannah should have buried that one, but he hit it straight at
But the
it.
keeper is so good. He zoned him well. Yeah, he knows Sylvanus was going to his right, He had a feeling. So he zoned him well and just stretched his hands.
Because from that angle as a right footer, it's difficult to beat the keeper because there's only one angle you can shoot the ball at.
Beat Philip too easy. Well.
Here is that Rohan Taylor?
Get rid of the ball, Philip. Good play, Philip.
Felix trying to clear it. The Duke giving it away. Plunkett wants a runner. Ricketts settle things down.
Trouble.
Dondre Charles. Charles is going to find Gishard. Beautiful defending. Excellent defending by Yatta.
Yatta
He's holding him.
Yatta hold the man. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Yatta hold the man foot. He actually hold the man Gishard foot and say, "You're not getting away from me tonight. You're not getting away." Wow. I don't see that so often in football.
I'll tell you. I saw it recently, actually. It struck me. I saw it over in the Jamaican Premier League. It ended up being a penalty. I was like, I just saw the clip. I need to go and find it again to find the player's name.
He hold the man foot.
He held his shirt, his waist, and his foot at the same. I don't know how. He held three different parts of him at the same time.
That free kick, as I said before, I don't get to Silva. I don't get to him.
Well, Ricketts put that one straight into the wall's foot. Ricketts, that's a good flick. Sylvanus, across with Gishard,
And Gishard
who
can't find his
somehow managed to kick the ball backward.
Gishard can't find his feet.
Well, that one there I don't know.
Now look and lose that ball. Now lose the ball. DeAndre, take it. Easy goal again.
Oh, it's
What a save! What a save! What's that? It went over?
Save.
He
It
didn't
just went
touch it.
over. It just went straight over.
So Gishard couldn't bury that? Mr. Gishard, you couldn't bury that? And give yourself 2 goals? In the 97th minute of play, Ducks United with a very good base of 3 goals to 0 to the Eagle Claw on their way to the Championship President Cup on Saturday. Who will they meet? Will they meet the Attackers or will they meet the Lions? It's all left to see in the featured game coming right up, Doc.
It was Richard Hamilton over in the JPL. Committed a very similar challenge to that one. He literally just hugged the man around his waist and pulled him down. Gave away a penalty. The penalty was saved though. It's Duke.
One thing the Eagle Claw don't have going for them consistently is their attacking forwards. And they will miss Baba because Baba went down very early. Naldo, in the first 20 minutes, you got Naldo. After that, Naldo is on the verge. He is either in or he out. Because Naldo used to play much better, let's say, 4 years ago. When he was younger, I guess.
Now,
Yeah, Naldo plays some good football too, but for some reason he can't keep up. The fitness level is not there.
Naldo was at his sparkling best when he was playing with the man Barber.
Okay.
Him and Barber up front for the Salsa Ballers I don't think a lot of us will have seen that, but if we go back to the early days of the AFA on YouTube, you remember the partnership I always talk about, Sylvanus and Gaza. But predating that, it was Naldo and Baba Johnson. He went by Yadi at the time. They called him Yadi.
Oh, Yadi. Okay.
And Yadi and Naldo up front, you couldn't stop it. The only people that could stop it were Yadi and Naldo because they couldn't get along. They would score 100 goals in a match and they'd cut each other 100 times. The two of them just couldn't get along. As it's Sylvanus, and he goes through and goes wide.
One more minute, Doc, and it's all over.
So in Naldo, when Naldo left Salsa Ballers and went, I think it was to the Uprising at first. I think he was one of the original of the Uprising. I think that may have been the beginning of Naldo not quite looking like his former self. As you mentioned, injuries as well. But also, the big thing, he's not playing the same he's not getting the service he used to get.
That's true.
Back when he was playing on those old Salsa
That's so
Ballers
correct.
teams.
So I'm going to be on the other side, Doc. You
Indeed.
take it from there. And it's gonna be all
Going announced to those on the outside. I'll continue their work here on the inside. We're wearing multiple hats today. And referee Hawley has seen enough of this one. Semi-final one is in the books. And it's your Ducks United, as you expect, through to the final. Can they go one step further? This was never the goal. Can they win the one they've not won yet? We'll have to wait and see. We'll be joining you in about 5 minutes for the second game, but for now, we'll take you right back to Master Control.